What's going on YouTube? How's it going, guys? It's your boy Sal coming at you again. Today I'm going to give you guys my take on none other than Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is a fragrance that has been very subjective in the community, so I'm going to give you guys my take on that today. But before I get into the review, I wanted to kind of talk about something. And the reason I actually did choose to go with the Bleu de Chanel was something that happened a couple days ago. I actually was not planning on doing Bleu de Chanel next, but I saw Mark's video, Robes08, put out a video about how he was going to re-review his 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. And he did a video before the review about how people like to bash on 1 Million just because it's the thing to do. When it first came out, everyone loved it. Everyone was giving it these high marks, and then now, as of late, now that it's a bestseller and that everyone wears it or whatever it may be, everyone likes to bash on it. And people bash on it just because it's the thing to do. And this is obviously a different situation, but I do feel like this fragrance gets a lot of hate and a lot of people bash on it, and I do not feel that it's warranted. So that made me want to do a review on Bleu de Chanel and let you guys know what I think about it, because there's plenty of people that sit around and they just hate on this fragrance, and I don't really agree with all the hate on this fragrance. I think this fragrance is very, very well done. So I'm gonna give you guys my take on that. So enough of that. Let's get right to the review. Okay, let's get started. Bleu de Chanel was introduced in 2010. It's only a couple years old. So it's fairly new to the market, but it has been making its rise very, very quick. This became very popular very, very quickly, and with good reason. It's a very nice scent. Bottle sizes are 1.7, and then you got your 3.4 bottle, which is this one right here, and it is gonna run you from $50 to $90. I mean, again, Chanel, they make quality juice, so you're gonna be paying a little bit of money for them. So the bottle, I'll just let you guys see it. It's a very classic bottle, very classy. You got the CC Chanel at the top. If you guys don't know this already, but this cap is magnetic. So nice touch with that. But this is a very just classy, very sharp looking bottle. Very simple, and then but you know, it gets the job done. It's very very timeless. And then obviously, you know, you guys got your sticker at the bottom. So that's the bottle. Recommended age for this fragrance. I feel like anyone can pull this off. I do feel like Chanel did aim this fragrance a little bit towards the younger crowd, maybe in the early 20s, late teens. I could even see maybe a high schooler pull this fragrance off. But yeah, I was definitely aimed a little bit towards the younger crowd. It has more of a youth feel to it, but not an immature feel to it. I'm gonna make that very clear. While some younger people can pull this off, this does have a very elegant vibe to it. So it's not your immature scent. You know, it's not, you know, a cheapie. It doesn't smell cheap by any means. This is very, very well done by the Chanel house. Just like all their other fragrances, it's very, very well done. Let's take a look at the notes. At the top, we got citrus notes, we got pink pepper, and we got vetiver. At the mid, we got grapefruit and cedar. And at the base, we got incense, ginger, and sandalwood. Okay, what does this smell like to me? I'm actually wearing this right now. It's my scent of the day. So, right when you spray, the initial spray of this, it's very fresh, it's very clean, it's very citrusy, right at the top. The grapefruit dominates, I feel. It comes out, and I smell the grapefruit right away. Even though the grapefruit is supposed to be a mid-note, I smell the grapefruit right away. And I think the opening of this fragrance is wonderful. This lasts on my skin for about an hour, 45 minutes. In the mid, then it goes into the mid, and the mid has some ginger in it, and the citrus is still kind of hanging around in the back, and I'm probably around the mid right now, so I do get that citrus it's still back there, but mixed with a nice ginger. Then we get to the base of this fragrance, and the base turns into a very nice woody and vetiver vibe, and I absolutely love the base of this fragrance. It takes me from a nice, clean, fresh start. It takes me to a little ginger vibe in the mid, and then it settles down with some nice woods in the base. This fragrance is very well blended, and it's very well done by the Chanel house. Now, longevity and projection on this fragrance. Longevity, I get a solid 6 to 8 hours with this fragrance, especially for a fragrance that's a summer fragrance usually. I do feel like I'll get to the to the occasional and the climate wear, but you know, most people would rock this in the summer, and I do, and because it is a citrus fragrance, so I do get a solid 6 to 8 hours. So speaking of that, this is a citrus fragrance, but it's a much better done citrus fragrance than your other citrus fragrances that everyone says are the cliche citrus fragrances. This is a much better done citrus. This is, to me, it's like a citrus grown up. It's like a citrus fragrance that is on the level of some of the more, you know, mature fragrances, if that makes sense, the more classy fragrances. So this is a classy citrus to me. Application on this fragrance, I usually go one to the chest, one to the neck, and then one on each forearm, and then you are set. You are going to project well. It's going to last for a good amount of time, 6 to 8 hours, and I'm telling you guys, compliments. You are gonna get compliments, I promise you. I can't tell you how many compliments I get with this fragrance. Definitely top 3 in my collection with this fragrance. This thing just does it. I mean, whether I'm going to a dinner, whether I'm going to lunch, whether I'm going to school, whether I'm going to a club, anywhere I go, I usually get a compliment with this fragrance almost every time I wear it. It's on that level. So women seem to love this fragrance, and even guys like this fragrance. I have had some guys come up to me and go, "Hey, what are you wearing?" So this stuff, it smells great. It smells great. A lot of people seem to really, really enjoy it, and it gets high marks from me. Pros and cons. Now, I'm going to go into a little rant for a second, but I'm going to say this. Everyone who hates on this fragrance and sits there and complains about how it's not unique, they say that it's been done before, I smell things like it all the time. I'm telling you guys right now, in my opinion, this fragrance, and I'm going to get some shit for this, that's okay, but this fragrance is more unique, in my opinion, than Allure Homme Sport. It is. This thing does it for me more than Allure Homme Sport. Now, why? Because Allure Homme Sport gets compared to Versace Pour Homme all the time. But honestly, I can't say that I can sit here and think of a fragrance that smells just like Bleu de Chanel. I can't say, oh, you know, this fragrance smells like Bleu de Chanel, or Bleu de Chanel smells like this. But Allure Homme Sport, to me, and Versace Pour Homme are very close. They're not exactly the same. They do have their differences, but they're comparable. I don't really see a fragrance that I can really go and compare it to. So when people sit here and go, you know, Bleu de Chanel, it smells like everything else. Well, I can see where people say that just because, you know, it's got citrus or whatever. But honestly, it's different. In my opinion, it's different, and it's unique in its own way. So when people bash on that, I don't understand it. I feel like people are just being, you know, closed-minded, and they're saying that, oh, this doesn't live up to the Chanel house. Well, in my opinion, it does. And it's just as well blended as their other fragrances. It's just as high quality as their fragrances. And it does the job, if not just as well, if not better than some of the other fragrances, at least on my skin. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this fragrance gets high marks from me. I don't understand why people bash on it all the time. This fragrance it just does work. It just does work. So ever since I've got it, as you guys can see, the juice level, I did not buy this used. I bought this brand new. I used this fragrance a lot because so many people around me absolutely loved it. I was almost wearing this almost every day at one point. This fragrance just does it for me, and it does it for a lot of people too. And those haters need to go away. I'm telling you guys right now. If you hated on this fragrance at one point and you haven't given it a shot lately, go give it another shot, because this fragrance does deserve some high marks. So all those things I just said are pretty much pros. You know, it's unique. It's in its own way. It's quality juice. It is from Chanel, and it is absolutely signature scent worthy. I could definitely see this as a signature scent. You can wear this all year round. You can wear this to work, to school. You can wear this anywhere. This is a great signature scent. So if you need one, if you're just an average person and need a signature scent, a workhorse for the year, check out Bleu de Chanel. And if you're not, you know, your average person and you love to collect fragrances and you still need a signature scent, this could be it for you as well. Alright, so for the cons of this fragrance, the cons, I'm going to give it one con. And that one con I give this fragrance is that around the mid, it gets just a tad bit synthetic. It does get a little bit of a synthetic vibe around the mid, but it's not really a bad synthetic. It's this is very well blended, quality juice. Just gets a little synthetic around the mid, so that's really the only con I can honestly think of. That and something that doesn't have actually anything to do with the actual juice, and that is that it's popular, so a couple of people might be wearing it here and there. So as far as the actual juice itself, the only con I can think of is the fact that it just gets a little bit synthetic, but nothing too bad. Let's get to the grades. Versatility on this fragrance, I'm definitely going to go with 10 out of 10. I can see this being pulled off anywhere, any season, any climate. Obviously, it's going to work a little stronger. Got the ESPN updates. Going to work a little stronger in the summer and in the spring, but honestly, it's very versatile. You can really pull this off anywhere. School, work. It works. Versatile, 10 out of 10. Projection, I give it a 9 out of 10. It projects very well. It's definitely very well. This will get you noticed in a good way. It's not gonna choke anyone out. No one's gonna smell you and go, "That, what is that?" No, everyone that does smell you, they're gonna like it. It's a pleasant smell and it gets a lot of compliments. Longevity, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. For a citrus fragrance, 6 to 8 hours, lasts me all my school day, lasts me all my work day. Not much more I can ask for from a citrus fragrance. An 8 out of 10 for sure. Scent itself, the actual scent, I give it a 9 out of 10. Very well done, very well blended. For all the people that say that this does not belong up there with the rest of the Chanel house, with the Chanel L'Homme Sports, Edition Blanche, and the rest of the Chanel, I disagree. This is right up there with all of them. And overall, I'm going to give this fragrance a 9 out of 10. Very, very solid fragrance. Very well done by the Chanel house, just like the rest of their fragrances. Definitely, it's a very solid 9 out of 10 for me, for Bleu de Chanel. It's definitely a panty dropper. So if that's what you're looking for, you're looking to get compliments, Sex in the Bottle is right here. So that was my review on Bleu de Chanel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe up top, comment down below, rate my videos, check them out. I have been getting a little bit busier lately, so I'm going to try to at least pull out videos, maybe 2 videos a week, but definitely 1 a week. I know I just started up school again, so I've been getting a little bit busier, but I'm not going anywhere, so I have been seeing a lot of you guys request for more videos. I really appreciate it, so I'll see you guys next time. Alright guys, peace out.